NBA for once. That's the title of the video. I'm actually, this is my old thing. I'm actually gonna create a new one just for this purpose. I'm not gonna do this that often. 82 games, obviously. Yeah, looks like we're good here, I think. Okay, I usually mostly do this. I turn hard cut off, salary off, and financial trade rules off, and also trade override on. But don't worry, I'm not gonna make my, oh my god, you make your team over. No, I'm not gonna make my team that overpowered. I'm only, like, depending on what I do, I'm gonna, actually, what team should I play for? I gotta think of the decent teams back in 2016. My favorite team's the Pacers, so I'm just gonna go with the Pacers. Blah 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 blah. The first game, I'm gonna play the first game like normal, like nothing at all added. Which is against the Raptors. Actually, usually I do this for the first trade. I usually trade Shane Whittington for, what's his name? Because I usually do this all the time. Hold on, I need to find the Raptors. I usually trade DeMar DeRozan for him. Back in 2016, DeMar DeRozan wasn't that good. No. Yeah, actually I went James Johnson too. For sure. Alright, there we go. And then look at my roster. Coaching game plan. Point guard, shooting guard is actually going to change that to DeMar DeRozan. And then James Johnson is a small forward. Whatever, I'm gonna put him as a power forward. And then point guard, I'm going to put Monta Ellis as point guard. And then I'll do trades later on in the season. That's gonna be my first trade. Alright, we're ranked 14th, 8th, and 11th, 23rd, 11th, and 8th. So we're better than everyone.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, best.
Right. Let's get this George Hill. I'm gonna put you there. And then you're a center. Miles Turner. I really don't have any good, what's it called? Backups, that's what it's called. So that's probably what I'm going to be focusing on, is backups in this season. The reason I didn't want to do my other season is because my team is overpowered, so I didn't want you guys to see that. I just put like, I mean, it's not really that overpowered. It's really just like
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists.
Wait, hold on.
Between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team, the other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Turner. Ellis is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Paul George, and it's Johnson in at the four-man position. Valanciunas, good.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Sorry.
So it's the Pacers now.
Oh,
By
that was just the thing.
to the paint. And it's
Paul
George
George
missing.
is garbage.
And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection.
Get out of here.
Unfortunately, didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Turner against Valanciunas. It's stolen by Valanciunas.
My screen is, you guys have no idea, but my screen is actually really small.
Sent back by George. It's DeRozan with the drive. Lays it up, and in spite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything.
I'm only going to do 2 games. Actually, I'm only going to do 2 games in this stream. And then just
the pass to
you
Lowry.
guys want. I'm going to...
5 on the clock.
Maybe I want you guys want. You guys can do whatever you want.
And that one's good.
You guys can tell me what I should trade, who I should trade for in the comments.
The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Johnson, the pass to Turner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
I'm playing PS4, by the way.
Lowry dishes to Powell. To the middle. Turner against Valanciunas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And so here is Indiana.
Oh, get out of my face, Kyle Lowry.
Misses in
But
close.
apparently,
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Carroll gets it to go.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
There's the bucket. Good. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Screen by Scola, and Lowry gets double teamed.
Oh, get out of here, kid.
Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
That's wide open. How did you
Here's
miss that, kid?
And there's the whistle.
What do you
Foul
mean
on
a
the shot.
shooting
He'll
foul?
go to the line. And what do you guys think so
Literally.
far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
And so far, these guys
What is
have
that
done a
dance? Look at this guy
fantastic
literally
job
just
finding
focused
the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And for Louis Scola, and I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, a great for the defense. That was a case of
What I
stand
really
back,
need is actually
watch the show, buckle up.
And I don't blame them. They weren't going to be able to do anything about that one anyway, so discretion, the better part of valor there.
And that last replay courtesy of Pia, 11 feet away, and Turner the bucket on the assist from DeRozan. And that's now 8 points for Miles Turner.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Out to the right wing.
Nope. You thought.
And the 3 off target. Indiana leading. Outside, George. Shoots the 3. And it's good. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he said their focus has to be on the defensive end of the floor, going up against a team that's so crafty offensively. He said we can't have that many lapses because they will take advantage.
Man, oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I gotta change these. Setting. No, it's coach settings, right? Yeah, it's coach. Wait. Yeah, it's 2K19 is way different than this. I'll do a fatigue. Wait, is there fatigue in this? Yes, there's no fatigue. I love this. Okay. I don't like fatigue, by the way. 73, 76. Jordan Hill. What are you? You're a center. I would prefer you. James Johnson. Everybody else is fine. Who else is a point guard? Stucky in. Oh, Rooney Stucky. I'll put him in as a point guard to see what he can do.
Guys, we'll see how they do. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync.
Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
There's the screen for the
Can you
three.
hit it twice? Nope.
Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just
Get out of
doesn't
here,
fall.
kid.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Down low, here's Valanciunas.
Oh, get out of
Johnson
here,
with
bud.
the block. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. That's good. Mahimi's got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ellis. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage...
You don't hit those.
I mean, they've been the much better team.
Yeah, he's off that footer. He was off that footer.
And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do
Oh my God,
his
why did you get
teammates. I mean,
traded?
a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and
Okay,
desire.
no, we're gonna stuff to your trash. Have any good? I really don't have any good. What is it called? I'm putting you back in. I want to test my lineup because I don't actually know what my lineup is. Like what show I put him in. I need a power forward. Do I not have any power forwards? Avoid Allen. Try you, I guess, as a power forward. See what you can do.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
They've got Terrence Ross. Patrick Patterson is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Biyombo at the center filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a
Can I
show
hit
for
those?
jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks on his special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Indiana leading by 4 and stolen by Biyombo. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Hill, and Joseph kicks to Carroll. Passes to Biyombo. The feed now to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick. The Pacers pull it in.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety.
Oh, how is that not an and one? How did you miss that, my dude?
Great lift and form on his shot. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Hill.
You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster. or an echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up,
Brother,
and
how
he's
do you
down.
miss that, my
Look
dude?
out below.
Pass to Hill for three. Offensive rebound. And Hill throws it down.
Hill's pretty
And
good.
Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Joseph, defended by George. And the whistle blows.
Wait, is that Corey Joseph? That is Corey Joseph.
It's going to be on Lavoy Allen.
Kind of funny. Because in the next 3 years, he actually plays for this team. So. Whoops. Little does he know he plays for this team. Get out of the paint. Get out of the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on
He
Patrick
was looking
Patterson.
out.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That one falls, so he hits both of
Okay.
them.
I see you.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul
whatever,
George's
kid. How did
all-around
you get
brilliance
that
and his
rebound?
offense.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Kicks to Hill. Good, the assist goes to Hill.
I mean, seriously?
And it's 6 points for Hill.
Could have been an and one.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough.
George Hill, you're going out, bro. You're trash. Okay, never mind. He's staying in front of me. I was just trying to see. There's like no one in. There's no one in my team right now that's halfway decent.
Last season, he missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And Indiana making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Joseph, the pass to Ross. Biombo kicks to Carroll. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And he gets it to go. And now an 8-point Indiana lead. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally
How did he get that?
treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role. Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it,
Okay,
you know
Lavoy Allen,
it's going
okay.
back up
I think
and
he's
back
my
in.
starting power
Really
forward.
crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Toronto have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Joseph dishes to Ross.
There's no way.
And again, it's Toronto converting.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
DeRozan passes to Allen. It's tipped. And
Can he
it's
not?
by Biombo. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. And he slams
God,
it
such a
one-handed.
defense.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the
In
end
2019, that
as
would
a
not have
difference
happened.
maker.
He would have
And
caught
it's
the ball.
blocked by DeRozan. And George kicks to Allen. Soft touch off the glass. Allen's got 6.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on
Hey,
it.
can you get out of the paint, please?
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. And Ross with the
You guys play some
This
defense?
is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Raptors trail by 6. Now Joseph. No scoring in from him, but that's likely to change. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors with some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Biombo, and it's Kyle Lowry in for DeMarre Carroll.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce
Get out of my
this
game!
deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
I don't even care if you scored. Kyle Lowry, get out of my game.
26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's tipped.
Oh my God, screw you. Yeah, come on.
Here's
Get closer.
Joseph.
Get closer.
Feeds it to Ross.
So he gives a steal. And then give it to DeRozan.
DeRozan dishes to Ellis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For Indiana, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
I can't see the freaking bar because the
And so
freaking
Monte
substitution
Ellis
thing.
nails both of them.
Fix the bug, question mark.
And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 6.
No, no, you don't hit those, boys.
So we've reached the end of the first.
Thank you, Kevin and
okay,
Dwayne. A
6.
very tight
I call
game
it
here.
a
What's
play.
the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game was all about Indiana as the game got going. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Actually, okay.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
On the court for Indiana.
Can he hit 2?
Allen out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis.
I'll try to put different small forward in. See what. See, it says he's +2, but I don't get it. You're a small forward, right? I'll put Chase Buttinger in. See what he can do. You 2 more starters, so I don't really need you. You can stay. You're obviously a starter shooting guard. I don't know about you, because I might actually grab a point guard. Derek Rose, and also gonna grab, just gonna grab point guard.
And it's George in at the 3 slot.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Here's Lowry. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Sure.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
See, in 2K19, you would get away with that.
Carroll kicks the foul. That's good.
I
He's got his
love-
first basket.
This is why I think
And with Paul
he can't
George
do.
going at the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to
Ooh,
go by
that's dirty.
on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
Raptors trail by 3. Scola, a screen on Ellis. Lowry kicks to Scola. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Oh,
With the stuff.
good
And
job.
nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
How is that a shooting foul? He didn't even touch him.
Tell you why the score is what it is.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to Damari Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. I think he's found a home now.
He's got 10 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
But
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Maybe.
wait, is that how black he is? Or is that like, you know, just how it? Dun, 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 dun.
He could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like
Here,
that, why
up
not
by
take
6.
a few chances? A lot more
Third quarter's been a
engaging
little rough.
and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum
Right,
with him.
play some defense
And
every
Carroll,
now and
by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play.
guys, play
He was the first
some
one to react
defense,
to that
dude.
miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
DeRozan on the wing. Knocks it loose. Shot from 12. And Scola pulls it down.
He's not much better.
Scola's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, dude, he ran
That's
out
foul
of
number 2 for him. Corey Joseph's checked in for Toronto. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. He's off from 17 feet. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Allen. Nice pass. Led into the rack perfectly for the layup. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Hill. And they'll keep possession. Indiana leading by 4. And DeRozan. Here we go. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, I love the
He
communication
just dunked
and the
over
chemistry
DeMar
between
Carroll
those
like
teammates.
it's nothing.
Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway.
Yeah.
Scola, a screen on DeRozan. Now here's Joseph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Scola can't get that one to fall.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4th seed in the East.
And the Raptors did play the other East teams well, went 500 against the rest of the Eastern Conference playoff teams too.
And despite that, we know the Raptors had a disappointing playoff run to end the year, but I thought they still showed that they are a power in the East by having another strong season against the conference.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Ross in for Damari Carroll. Valanciunas hits them both.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons. And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
To the middle, here's Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight. Pacers leading by 5. And for the Pacers, the rest of the conference, Greg, very well ended with a 28-20.
Hold on, let's get an instant replay of that. Hold on. Wait, who was this? Who was that? Who was that? What's your name? Oh, that was this kid, Patterson. He just got destroyed.
4 record, Clark, against the East.
The only team, Kevin, in the East with a winning record against the rest of the conference not to make the playoffs. Only went 10-19 against the playoff teams in the conference.
Valanciunas, good. 59 seconds left in the third. Ellis, the pass to Allen. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively.
Kyle Lowry even scored? Oh, yeah, 7 points.
It's more individual play at the other end.
Valanciunas, good.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Lets the 3 fly, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Ellis.
For a 3-pointer.
Ellis has got his 7th assist here tonight. Raptors trail by 8. Inside. And Valanciunas again. Valanciunas has got 12 points here in the second half.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
DeRozan. No good on the 3.
I'll try to do him dirty again.
Quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Stolen by Ellis. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Ellis with the ball.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lowry kicks to Joseph.
You don't hit those.
The shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know. I do play Clash of Clans. Don't judge. It's a fun game, if you ask me. But
Raptors trail
I'm in a
by
clan
9.
with 50
They got
people.
Terrence
I'm in a
Ross.
clan myself.
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Stoll. Then there's Lowry. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. He had a nice open look right there. 14 points now for Terrence Ross.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
It's tipped.
Can you stop stealing?
Powell dishes to Lowry. To the inside.
What?
Screened by Valanciunas. Down low. And that one goes in as he gets fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The Raptors making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Inside, outside for Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. The drive by Lowry. Here's Scola. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Dude, I hate to say
Scola's
it.
got it all tied up now for the
Someone
Raptors.
give me a foot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
All right,
And on the flip
Mark
side,
me
Greg,
Ellis.
the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Screened by Valanciunas. Powell kicks to Scola. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And that one goes long. Pacers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And Buttinger kicks to Allen. He feeds it to Buttinger. Off target from outside. Toronto with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
I certainly would be feeling good. Fourth quarter, momentum with them, ahead of steam. They've got to be feeling confident now.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he's been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Outside DeRozan. And it's Buttinger in the corner. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. That's good. Ellis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the foul on Monte Ellis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time to tell.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. But they recover it. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Valanciunas.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Left side, DeRozan. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
And the basket by Scola.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Dang it, I did that on purpose.
Pass to Powell. Outside Lowry. Offensive rebound. And it's good. And now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
Ellis kicks to Allen. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Ellis against Lowry. Trying to find Valanciunas. It's to him. Over Allen. And it's sent back by Hill. And the basket by Scola.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an
Boy,
important
Allen had
statistic.
that,
Maybe
dude.
undervalued a bit, but those extra possessions really do help.
And what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
He's right. He's right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we let our belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, if you would need so much in the press room before the games, maybe
That's a good
people
point.
be comfortable like we are. Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 2. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Dishes to Lowry. He kicks to Powell. Valanciunas with a screen on DeRozan. Powell, the pass to Valanciunas. Hill pulls it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Here's the dish to Allen. The shot is off. Excellent D there for Scola.
No.
Carroll, no one around him. It's good. This game is
Okay,
Those are huge points. Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Ellis gets to DeRozan. It's good.
Again, Jordan Hill coming up clutch. I think he has like 12 or something points. He has like 12
And the Raptors call time here.
Again, he's coming up
They
clutch.
trail by 2.
Clutch.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I've got to admit to you,
Oh, dude, what
I
am
did
I
not
doing?
think
What am I
they were
doing?
going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. They've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Carroll kicks to Lowry. To the middle, trying to find Scola. He's got it now.
God dang it.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
There's the pass to Hill. From the corner.
Let's go.
A huge shot to tie it up.
Overtime,
Check out
boys.
that
Let's
assist.
go.
That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Okay. Okay. I didn't exactly want overtime, obviously, but oh my God.
You love great competition
It's 11.
and neck-to-neck basketball action. This one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Toronto right now, Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Powell is out there with Lowry, and it's Carroll in at the 3. Here's Powell. He's guarded by Ellis. Lowry. Count the bucket. Lowry's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Chase Buttinger with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Paul George is checked in for Chase Buttinger. Here's Powell, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And the shot is good. 7 points for Paul George.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Lowry against Ellis. Lowry drives in. Carroll with the 3. Offensive rebound.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 1:35 left in the first overtime. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. And it's Ellis with the rebound. Indiana leading by 5. And here's George for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Down low, Ellis. And you can count he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. They can beat you from deep.
Indiana's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Pacers.
You're right, not much time left. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
In the end, they pulled away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Raptors.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for DeRozan. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And he gets it to go.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Sinks that one from the post. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them. This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
Ellis dishes to DeRozan. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it.
Yes, I'm here with Paul George. And Paul, a strong defensive effort for your team, and it seems like this is a major...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
The thing that has to jump out of you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
Well, he shows just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game.
For comfort.
And the
came out in
building was
overtime.
stunned. You saw people leaving early.
As long as I knew we were going to come out.
Hot dog, spilling soda.
I kind of want to go to the
CSDP. A crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
3 or 4
Shaquille
people
O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,
starting lineup.
Evan Harlan, and the entire team.
Or close to it. 15 or higher. That's what I'm going to say. They got 15 or higher points. Their whole starting lineup. Or her now starting lineup. Yeah, they're starting lineup. So, yeah, he's part of it. He's part of it. He's part of it. He's part of it. And he's part of it. Yeah. So. Yeah, so 23, 20, 19, 16, and 15. Yeah. Alright, well, GG's. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.